Have you ever needed to make a banner that looks totally professional like yesterday? Well, today we are breaking down exactly how to do that. We're going to create some really powerful, eye-catching banners in Adobe InDesign, and we're going to do it with a simple 3-step process anyone can follow.
You know that feeling staring at a blank screen, just wondering, where do I even begin? We've all been there. Whether you're making something for a website, social media, or even a real-life event, don't worry. We're going to walk you through a super simple process to get you from zero to an absolutely brilliant banner. But hang on. Before we jump into the how, we've got to talk about the why. What's a banner actually supposed to do? What's its job? Honestly, figuring that out is the real first step to designing a great one. Okay, so at its core, a banner is basically a visual shout-out. It can be a simple flag for your brand on a website, or it can be a full-blown ad. No matter what, its main job is to communicate one key message, and do it fast. So you should really think of banners as these little design workhorses. They can be those big pull-up stands you see at a trade show, or they can be those digital ads that follow you around online. In every single case, the goal is exactly the same. Grab attention and get someone to do something specific, whether that's just remembering your brand or, getting that all-important click. All right, let's get practical. You really don't need to be some kind of design wizard to pull this off. We're just going to walk through a simple 3-step guide using a pre-made template in InDesign. This is all about working smart, not hard. And yeah, it really is this simple, just 3 steps. First, we find a great template to get us started. Then, we swap in our own visuals to make it unique. And finally, we just tweak the text and colors to match our brand. Let's break down exactly how you do each one. First things first. Please do not reinvent the wheel. Why would you build something from scratch when the pros have already done all the heavy lifting for you? InDesign has templates built right in, and sites like Adobe Stock have literally thousands of professional layouts ready to go. Just find one that matches the vibe you're going for, and boom, you've just saved yourself hours of work. Okay, now for the fun part, making it yours. Every template comes with placeholder images. To switch one out, you just go up to the File menu and hit Place. Find your own awesome, royalty-free image, and please make sure it's high resolution. Nobody wants a blurry banner. You click, and just like that, the design really starts to come together. And for the final touch, we make it personal. Grab the Type tool, that big T icon, and update the text with your own powerful message. Then you can just pop over to the Color Swatches panel to change the background and any other elements to match your brand's specific colors. This is where you really bring it to life. Okay, so now you know the technical steps, but what's the secret sauce? What separates a decent banner from a great one? Well, it all comes down to a few key design principles. This stuff is what will make your banner actually work and get you results. What's really interesting here is that it's all about control. You are in charge of guiding the viewer's eye. So stick your logo at the top, that's instant brand recognition. Then arrange everything so it's read naturally, from top to bottom and left to right. You can't make people work to understand what you're trying to say. Now, this might sound super obvious, but you'd be surprised how often it's overlooked. A blurry image or a font that's hard to read will absolutely kill your banner's impact in a split second. Use crisp, high-quality images. Pick a font that's bold and super easy to read, even from a distance. And use bright contrast in colors to make your whole message just pop right off the screen. Listen, your banner has maybe 2 seconds to make an impression, so you have to be direct. Keep your text short and punchy. Only give them the absolute essential info. And this part is critical. Always include a clear call to action. Don't just say, click here. Tell them why, shop the sale now, or get your free trial. Be specific, create a little urgency, and tell people exactly what you want them to do next. So a great design also totally depends on where your banner is going to live, right? A huge vinyl banner for a trade show has completely different needs than some tiny little ad on a website. So let's quickly break down the key differences you absolutely need to know. And this shows the trade-offs perfectly for physical stuff. A poster is definitely cheaper because, hey, it's just paper, but it's not going to survive a rainstorm. A vinyl banner, yeah, it costs more, but it's built to last outside and make a really big statement. It's all about choosing the right tool for the job. And here's a super quick but essential pro tip for you. If you're sending your design off to a professional printer, you've got to save it as a high-quality PDF or an EPS file. Those formats preserve the quality so what you see on your screen is exactly what you get printed. Now, for web banners, you're usually looking at JPEGs, PNGs, or maybe an animated GIF. The key for web is file size. You need to keep it small so it loads instantly on the page. Whew, okay, we've covered a lot of ground. So before you go and hit that final export button, let's just run through a quick little checklist to make sure your banner is 100% ready for success. All right, one last look. Are your images sharp? Check. Is the font bold and easy to read? Is the message simple and clear? Do you have that call to action telling people what to do? Is your logo sitting right up top? Do the colors have enough contrast to really pop? And maybe the most important, did you set up the document to the right size? If you can say yes to all of those, my friend, you are ready to go. And that's pretty much it. The rules for effective banner design are simple, but when you put them all together, the impact can be absolutely huge. Now you have the tools, you have the checklist, so go make something that gets noticed.